everybody!
Hi, guys.
Bravest Philosophers here, Sam, Nick, Cedric, and we are
in the house
talking about Adventure Time Analysis, Episode 6, The Enchiridion.
Episode 5 of Adventure Time, but 6 episodes.
Now, we will say that this was originally going to be the first episode of the entire series, but and you can kind of tell if you watch it again that like all the animation stuff was kind of off, and some of the voices sounded a little different than normal. So,
wait, really?
Yeah, if you listen to it, you can actually hear.
So this was supposed to be the first episode?
Yeah, this is going to be the first episode.
You're supposed to be a part of the team. How do you not... Come on.
After the pilot. So after the pilot, they were like, this was originally going to be the first...
That's so cool, I didn't know this.
Yeah, this was going to be the first episode. And
that makes a lot of sense.
And they were going to end the series with him meeting Billy.
I got this covered, guys.
I was happily sulking by my swimming pool.
This is why we don't browse. Please stop.
Is that GTA 5?
Okay now.
Please stop.
Everyone be quiet.
Anyways, so, we're going to be talking about that episode today, and we're going to start off with a party in the Candy Kingdom. Now, one of the citizens has a horse on his head.
This is true.
That was me.
We don't know what. No, it wasn't. he was more cool than you. And he was like he was like one of those people, what are they called? The Mexicans that wear like the really frilly shirts.
The margaritas.
Not margarita. Mariachi guy. He had like those sleeves on his, but they were attached to his body. Man. And he had a horse on his head, and he had maracas and everything. He was jamming out, guys. Let me tell you. He's pretty chill. I liked him.
Agreed.
Alright, so we're partying. And all of a sudden, Cinnamon Bun is going to be an idiot.
Whoa. He's not an idiot.
Can I interject for 1 second? Just give me like 10 seconds to say this. It was Pendleton Ward's birthday recently, and they made him a cinnamon bun cake, and it was hilarious.
And
That's
they
gross.
cut Cinnamon Bun open, and he's dead.
Okay, now back to what you were saying.
Anyway,
Oh yeah.
So Cinnamon Bun is this big idiot, and you're like, oh guys, I can do a backflip, and he tries to do a backflip, and he fails, and the entire tower, the Princess's Bubblegum is just falls to the ground. But don't worry, Finn
caught her, and you're like
caught her and
like a
saves her.
hero.
Like a hero.
Like a hero.
Like a boss.
So, hero. Oh, hero. Yeah. So we go to this room in Princess Bubblegum's castle.
Secret entrance. They all had to turn around. They all had to turn around so they couldn't see.
Oh, before we go to that though, the snail. It was in the party scene.
Yeah, it was.
When it was
right after
Finn catches her.
Waving.
Shelby waves and.
Not Shelby, but a snail.
Yeah, the snail. Stop messing. It's not. Shelby is the worm that lives in Jake's viola.
This
is
you
just
called
a
her
snail.
Shelby earlier.
I know. But so it's when she's talking about it being a secret entrance. There's the snail, people. So if you're looking for him or her, that's where it is. So we go back into the castle, and Finn or Princess Bubblegum tells Finn about the Enchiridion, which is a special book meant for heroes, and Finn. Just like, yeah, that sounds cool, and he just jumps out the window. Okay, Finn, that's
he dies,
cool.
End of series.
And that's it. That's it, folks.
That's a wrap.
Nah.
Peel out.
But Jake, don't worry. Jake jumps and or not jumps, he stretches up, and he saves, or catches Finn. Yeah, you missed that part, I'm sorry.
I was confused.
It was when we had you tied up in the corner with the blindfold.
You should stop doing that to me. I ruined important parts.
But yeah, that was so. That's one. That's like. Is that the first time we see the Adventure Time transition? Like the.
Well, other than the pilot, yes.
Other than the
pilot, yeah, I think so.
This is the first time we've seen it. So I mean,
except for like the theme.
I guess since they produced this episode after the pilot, they kind of wanted to incorporate it again. Mm-hmm. So you get that. You definitely get that connectivity of Adventure Time to the. Whatever was this? I don't. Yeah, it was still. I don't know if it was actually called Adventure Time back then, but
in the pilot.
Yeah, it said it was. It had the same transition. Yeah.
Well, it had the same transition. I didn't know if it had the same name though.
Yeah, it was the same thing for Bravest Philosophers. Not
Bravest Warriors.
Bravest Warriors.
I wasn't sure. But so they go off and they meet Keeper, which is funny because his name, if you look it up, is actually spelled Key-dash P-E-R Keeper.
He looked really cute.
He's always this guy's adorable. I mean, he's like
his key
adorable. He's like Tree Trunks adorable.
Tree
before.
trunk shorts too. He had the cutest pajamas.
I
It's,
like.
he was in a devil outfit in his pajamas, and Finn thought he was evil and tried to punch him. Actually, excuse me. He actually did punch him. I felt really bad for him because his devil pajamas were so cute. I'm sorry.
But we'll get to that. So they go
Excuse me, I had
inside
too much soda.
and
I keep burping.
they begin. Yeah, you should have drunken that so fast. Man. That thing was full and he's all gone. And we've only been going out of this for like a couple minutes.
Minutes.
So we come to the point where Finn begins the trials with the gnomes killing the old ladies and the ogre and the evil guy. But eventually in production the entire episode was actually going to be a lot longer than it ended up being. But they had to cut out a lot of the trials because of time, obviously. Like one of the trials was what was one of the trials?
The little gnomes that blow up old ladies.
No, one of the trials that got cut.
Oh.
The little gnomes that rode on bats. There was a bat. I lost my computer privileges, guys.
Should be looking up.
1 month of you're grounded, son.
I can't. GTA 5. I'm never
in the original trials, we were actually gonna get the introduction to Choose Goose.
Choose Goose.
They were going to save a bat from a gnome and ride it to the top, and that's how they were originally going to get to the top of the castle.
Not a dog.
They were going to see that one of the gumdrop girls was a hunchbacked wizard, and they were going to go through a series of skeletons. Those are just a couple of the ones that they cut. I'm sure that if you look out there somewhere, you can find all of them, but that's the list we have right here. So they fly to the top after all the trials.
Tip top.
And then when Finn throws back the dollar bill to the giant, we see that where the normal president's face would be in a normal dollar bill, it's a skeleton.
It's like a
Kind of looks like a skeleton.
It's like it's kind of
I
like
can really tell about it.
yeah.
It's got hair.
It had a beard and it had hair, but it had like a skeleton.
Yes, sir.
I like to add, Finn knows his way around a paper airplane. Like
Yeah,
he
he
threw the thing
sure did.
down a mountain.
He knows his way around.
Like if I can make a paper airplane, it just like
parachutes as
hits
well.
the ground immediately. Like
Maybe you just need a giant dollar bill. That's the problem.
Well, I mean, yes, sure. But so they go into the castle, and there's trees with arms and knives and stuff and magic.
Arms. So many arms in the show. Continue.
Yeah. So
there are a lot of arms in life too.
yeah, there was the dark magician guy.
There's 6 right here.
Oh,
Whoa.
God.
Oh my god.
But they're not holding knives. I can't kill anyone here. But so they talk to the dark Finn goes into like the dark magician's imagination.
It's true.
Dark magician.
Yeah, the dark magician guy, who's part of Finn's final
I
trial.
have a Yu-Gi-Oh card of a dark magician.
So he slays the heart beast, and the heart beast is dead. And then
So
then he doesn't slay the ant because this ant isn't inherently.
It's neutral. It's unaligned.
It's not inherently evil. So I mean, yeah, if you're a hero, there's
Not even
Yeah.
neutral evil.
Nah.
It's
Evil.
neutral.
Evil. But so we have that, and then and Keeper comes in and is like, "You
Keeper.
Keeper."
But he wasn't the keeper. He was a little Beelzebub.
He was a little Beelzebub.
Beelzebub.
But he punches him, and
Because he was in
Right,
this
the
cute
gut.
little
but he's going to bed. But before he goes to bed,
He makes
he
spaghetti.
makes spaghetti,
Why was he going?
As we all
and,
do.
and he goes to bed during the middle of the day.
I was about to say it was in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
It was like 4 at the
It
latest.
was like bright, sunny.
Maybe he's like.
Not the clouds weren't blue sky.
Maybe,
white
maybe
clouds.
he's like one of those old
Clouds.
people.
Blue
that-
clouds.
Old people. They're like, oh, I gotta eat dinner at 4:30 and then go to bed at
We don't know if
5.
he was old.
Well, I mean, I guess
Remember in Billy when that little old lady was born to be old?
that's true.
That's one of my favorites.
That's not. We
I was
haven't
born
gotten
be
to
an
Billy
old
yet.
lady.
But
What?
we
We'll
haven't
get there.
we haven't gotten to Billy yet. But we'll get there and we'll talk about that when we get.
Daddy, why did you eat my fry?
But so then Finn meets Manishman, the
Manish
manly
Man.
the
The
manly
manly
Minotaur.
Minotaur.
Say that 3 times fast.
Manly Minotaur.
Management, the
I should not have said that. Anyways.
3 times.
I said the Minley Mintar.
Okay, but so
Screwed up.
they finally get the Enchiridion, and on the back of it we see
8/13/21,
8/13/21,
which happens to be
part of the Fibonacci sequence.
woo.
Which that could be completely relevant. The other,
It's relevant, all right.
What is the Fibonacci sequence?
it's the thing where it's like 1.
You
and
add
it's
prime
1,
numbers,
1, and
1,
it's 1 3 1, and it's 1 3 5 3 1, and it's 1 3 5 7 5, 3, 1, and it keeps going and makes a big
Yeah.
pyramid. You have to look that up though.
I don't think that's it though.
I don't. Yeah, you'll have to look it up.
That's not the Fibonacci sequence.
Was I don't know that.
8, 13, 21 wouldn't show up.
I might think
it's 1, 1,
I
1,
I
1, 1.
might be thinking.
Maybe I don't know. I think it's 1, 1, 3, 3. I don't know. We're looking it up, people. Be
Fibonacci
patient with us.
sequence is.
There's a wiki.
Yeah, 8, 13, 21 are on it. Yeah, 8, 13, 21.
Yeah, 1 plus 1, 1 plus 1 plus.
Don't overthink
I
about it.
can't stop overthinking it.
Oh, it makes sense.
But the other theory,
Numbers.
the other theory on what it is it could just be the date when the Enchiridion was published, which would be August
13th,
August
2021.
13th, 2021.
Or 3021.
So which would mean that Adventure Time is set place in the
Or
future.
1921.
We're assuming 2021.
Or 4021.
We're assuming 2021.
Maybe, I think maybe 30.
I was thinking
Maybe 2100.
But we do know. But if we were to assume that, I think that it would definitely give the idea that Adventure Time
Maybe
is
2121.
Stirp. Then that would give the idea that Adventure Time is set in the future sometime.
Well, we know it's set in the future.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do.
Well, what in the previous episodes that we've watched so far has it given the idea that it's set in the future?
Okay, well, not the
Because
episodes.
1,000 years have passed
But
since nuclear bomb was made.
We're not there yet.
But we know it!
We're not there yet.
Okay, anyways,
But that's basically it for this episode. You know, he turns to the page where there is the extremely ugly princess on how the idea to
I
turn.
wouldn't say extremely. I mean, there's lumpy space princess.
Nah. Whoa.
Oh, you did
I
not
said
just
it,
insult
Pendleton.
her in front of me.
I said it.
I'm
Pendleton.
gonna say that this princess is uglier than
Whoa.
LSP.
I
Much.
didn't even get a good look at it, so I don't even know.
Okay,
Much.
wait. What about?
uglier.
There's definitely an ugly
Can I
princess.
mention that the more I think about it, the more I realize.
What about that gross one that Ice King tried to marry?
The old one?
She was weird
the
looking.
cute little one that wanted to marry Finn.
She was cute.
No,
Anyways, well, maybe it might have been a younger,
the Slime
but
Princess
we haven't
Mary
we
Finn,
haven't gotten
episode
there.
3.
We have not gotten there yet, so we shouldn't talk.
I think we're
about
talking about something different because the princess I'm imagining is very cute.
No.
Well, the
Not the ring princess.
The one we were talking about in the episode that wanted to marry Finn, like.
Not
episodes
slime
ago.
princess.
Okay.
We haven't gotten to the one he's talking about yet.
Oh, never mind. I'm
So-
talking about slime princess. Slime
Yeah,
princess.
slime princess is pretty. She has a nice voice.
The more I think about this, the more that this
Yeah,
was
she
like
does.
this more it makes sense that this was the first episode.
Yeah,
It's very
because like this is like,
stereotypical
showing
hero's journey.
you know the adventure of Adventure
I want to pretend
Time.
like before this episode, Finn was just like a normal kid, and then he was like, "Okay, I'll be an adventure for the rest of my life."
Alright.
Well, I mean, he did have a magic dog already. It's kind of like half the equation
I don't-
right there.
I don't think that's part of the requirements to be an adventurer.
Where did he? I wonder where did he get his sword?
I don't know. Yeah, did he have it in the pilot? No, he did not have
He
it
was
in
just
the pilot.
punching things in the pilot.
Well,
He
the
just
pilot's
punched-
technically not part of the canon.
Well, I mean,
It's not canonical.
We learned about that. I educated them after our Mario Party Let's Play.
but
After
anyways,
7
that's basically the entire wrap up of this episode. So he just jumps into the camera and the end. That's it.
It was kind of. It was. I know this was a really fast-paced episode.
Yeah,
it was.
It's
Because
so was this episode
Well-
of Bravest Philosophers. You
well, I
were
mean,
talking about that.
so I think I definitely think that's because they had to cut this
Yeah.
stuff down. It
Yeah.
just seems a little more choppy.
Yeah.
Because they definitely wanted to put more stuff in there, but they didn't have the time.
How cool would it be if Adventure Time was an hour-long show?
That'd be interesting.
I would like.
Like
that.
it'd be like 24. Well, 24 is not an hour long, but
What would that be, right?
that would just be a reference to
Like that.
because they fit a lot of stuff into one episode of 24. You never watched 24, have you?
I did, but there was parts in the show where it was like, "All right, I'm on my way over," and then we don't see him until the end of the episode because it took an hour to get there. Like, honestly, that happened like several times.
I'm just throwing that out there as a
It was the worst
possible
part of that show.
reference. But is there any last words you guys want to say about this episode? Anything? No?
I don't think so.
No, did we cover everything?
I think so.
Thank you guys for tuning in for another episode of Adventure Time Analysis with us, the Bravest Philosophers. If you liked this video, please subscribe or comment or like or whatever.
If you like it, you should like
whatever you like, whatever you feel like is appropriate.
And don't forget, we got a Twitter and a Tumblr
We
now.
do have a Twitter and a Tumblr, and they will be displayed here-ish.
it. Or over here.
Or over there, here,
But not down here.
in this area, and you can click on it. But thanks, guys, for tuning in for another episode of Adventure Time Analysis, and we will see you
Tomorrow.
tomorrow, Friday. Friday. It'll be Friday.
Close enough.
Okay.
We out.
You're gonna do great, great, great. I love you, son. You're gonna do great, great, great. I love you, son. When Finn finishes this dungeon, play this tape for him. When Finn finishes this dungeon, I love you,